This week on Not Your Average Fangirls.
If I was an idol and I like met my boyfriend and we later married through like an Inky Guile sandwich, that's what I would serve at my wedding.
Oh,
Just to be
why would you do that to your guest?
I mean, it's not like all of y'all can't afford your own dinner. Why y'all mooching off of mine? Eat these sandwiches and be happy. This is my day.
Hello, everybody.
We're back. A day later.
We're back with another episode of Not Your Average Fangirls. My name is Kat, and I love Ace. Oh my god. Okay.
Hello, my name is Cynthia, and I am back home with the kitty cats, and I still miss BTS.
Hi, it's Terica.
You sound so excited.
I'm really excited on the inside. I just have no energy. But yay!
And hello, everybody. This is Carolina. We're talking about my favorite topic today.
Me!
GOT7! Oh, besides Terica.
Wow.
Besides my Libra sister over here. We're talking about GOT7, everybody. Yes.
Yay!
Now, we had a little podcast episode come out yesterday, and yes, we talk about every comeback that happened in the last 3 weeks that we were gone, but we needed to make a special one just for GOT7's comeback.
GOT7 like screws me over for like the past like 3 comebacks. They always want to drop stuff like when I'm doing stuff. Like I just expect them to do things on my schedule because then I could be a better supporter. Like if you want me 100%, like don't be dropping like albums when I'm not at home, like when I'm in a different state. Like I don't have time for that.
They dropped the album, dropped tour tickets, everything all at once. I was in New York. They were all freaking out over BTS. And I'm just like, excuse me, guys. I need to buy tickets for GOT7. Thank you, Cynthia, for getting them for me. Thanks.
You're welcome.
But as Carolina says, we will be talking about GOT7's new EP, Spinning Top.
Uncertainty.
Isn't there like a longer...
Okay. Yeah, it's like certainty and uncertainty. I'm just like, what?
That's literally not the name of it.
That's not it.
Isn't it security and insecurity?
Yes, it is. It's called Spinning Top between security and insecurity.
She's a fake GOT7 stan too. Who is she loyal to?
Nobody knows.
Love that JB got this idea from his journals, and I want to read them all. Anyway.
Well, GOT7 with the EP, they also dropped their world tour, which tickets are on sale right now, and it starts in like 3 weeks. It's great. We love that.
Oh, dang, already?
Yeah, if you can afford $300 for nothing, go.
400.
Not even. It's 400 because 400. Of the fees and taxes. Like, what? So, yeah, I don't know what JYP is thinking.
JYP.
Yeah, I don't know what JYP is thinking, but GOT7 is known for, like, their fan service, and the fact that there's not even, like, a sound check or anything, it's so sad. Like, I'm so upset.
Oh, not even that, but, like, their fan signs are different, too. Like, there's so many rules now.
Yeah, they can't touch them anymore, right?
Justice for them.
No, well, you know what? They actually changed it. So they only had those rules for one fan sign. And after that fan sign, everybody complained so much. And even the boys were just like, oh my God. You know, even there's a clip of Jackson, like, trying to, like, hold one of the fans' hands. And then he, like, backs up and he's like, oh, that's right. I can't do that. And I think that everybody complained so much that they changed it. Because that was only the first fan sign had those rules. After that, they canceled it all. I was just like,
pissed if I was that fan.
Yeah, I would get my money back because I saw like clips of Mark too. I even like saw a clip of like someone. I think someone was asking Yugim about it or whatever, and he's just like, I don't know. Like they didn't even know like why they couldn't like interact with fans. So I was just like, wow. And like with the sign, like when they sign things, like they couldn't write the person's name, right?
Yeah,
like
it was so ridiculous.
It was like, a lot.
That's the point of going to a fan sign, having something that's like personalized to ya, and to just go there and be like, okay, here's my signature. I'm just like, I can buy this on Mnet whenever you do your damn signed album, like, and not have to spend $3 million to get into this place. Like, come on.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know what JYP is doing. This promotion period was weird. It was really short, and I feel like I love JYP as a company, but I feel like they sometimes leave GOT7 behind because they're like so popular internationally that I feel like sometimes they just they just like gave up with GOT7. Like, we're not gonna promote them in Korea, whatever.
I feel like they're comfortable with the success GOT7 has, and they don't want to push it any further, which is so sad for GOT7 because
they can be bigger.
Yeah, they can be like huge. So they have the international success where JYP is just like, oh well, we don't need to promote them any further anywhere else. We get all of our revenue from them based on their international success. But at the same time, it's shitty that JYP like, they know that Ahgase's are ride or die for GOT7. So they know that Ahgase's will pay a ridiculous amount of money for tickets to see them because, you know, again, GOT7 is known for their fan service. So they know Ahgase's would pay the money to go see them just to have that type of interaction. But now to, like, pay the prices that we're going to be paying and then not have anything whatsoever is kind of like, I feel like they're taking advantage of us. Like, they're taking advantage of a situation that they know they can take.
Yeah, I think so too.
Ahgase's are still going to see GOT7.
Especially because, like you said, you're so used to having, like, that fan service and so used to having those, like, high touches or photo ops.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, now they know, like, well, okay, we're going to take that away, but they'll still pay that price because now instead of, like, okay, I have, like, a decent seat, but it's cool because I know I have a high touch later. Instead of having that, it's like, well, now I got to shell out all this money because I have to be in the front in order for me to have any type of interaction with them.
Yeah,
so,
which
like,
sucks. Like,
yeah.
And again, it's like, I understand though. I know for the last tour, like that high touch situation, they looked exhausted, and I understand that. But they could have done something like what, like Blackpink did, or Monsta X is doing, like that little sound check that doesn't really like. I mean, even BTS did a sound check. Like, it's not hard to include something extra in a what so-called like VIP ticket. So
or even if you just, like, cut down the amount of high touches, like, you didn't need, like, you know, 8,000 people.
Yeah, don't sell 500 high touches.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's very similar to how it was at Stray Kids, Carolina, with me and you. Like, how many P2 tickets were sold? Like, there were
so many.
And that's why the
ridiculous.
High touch lasted, like, 2 seconds. Because they were just like, okay, go, 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 go. Because they're so hungry for the money that they're going to get from the P2 tickets that they don't care about the artist being exhausted or there be too many people. That they just like, oh, well, we sold all of our P2 tickets, the 600 P2 tickets that we had. So I guess you're going to meet 600 people today. And it's so like, why?
It's just so bad. And I don't know, like, what this means for future, like, GOT7 shows. Because I'm just like, okay, you raised the price. Like, the prices for GOT7 have never been this high. Ever. So then you're doing this, A. And then B, you're taking away any type of anything. Not only that, but they didn't give us enough time when the tour was announced. Like, tickets went on sale, like, the next week. And they didn't take into consideration that everybody else that in the K-pop, like, world that was already touring.
Yeah.
And you have to think about, like, internationally. In Korea, a lot of fans are just like, I just stand one group and that's it. Like, I'm this and that's it. But internationally, we're all about multi-fandom. So we're going to go to multiple shows. And because they barely, they didn't really announce it, gave us time to, like, save up or something. Because, I trusted Sub-K. Sub-K always gave us a month.
Yeah, dude, like, this is so weird.
Always a month. And then Live Nation was just like, here you go, tickets gonna sell in a week. And I was like, what the hell? Sub-K would have never done me dirty. But then Sub-K retweeted it. I was just like, oh, I feel betrayed.
Sad too, because, like, at some point we were just like, oh my god, like, hurry up and tell us the details, because Sub-K'd be like, GOT7's coming, and then, like, a week later, this is where they're coming, and then a week later, these are the dates, and then a week later, okay, tickets go on sale in 2 months, like, and so at that point you're just like, gosh, just tell me all the information. But now we're just like, yo, like, you just announced this 2 hours ago and now tickets go on sale, like, what am I supposed to do? And then the show is in like 3 weeks.
Sometimes we don't even get the freaking, like, seating chart in advance, the prices. I'm like, I'm really going in blind, bitch. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Basically. That's how it felt, like, with this tour.
When they were when they announced GOT7, I was like, "Ooh, dope! I can see GOT7." What's the usual price? $250 for, like, a group photo. Bet, like, I'll be there, no problem. I was like, these motherfuckers for what?
Yeah, your girl cannot go this year because she had no time to save.
That price, I didn't know it was gonna be that much because they didn't announce the VIP pricing.
Nope.
And then it wasn't until Cynthia got my ticket for New York that I was just like, she was just like, okay, it was $400. And I was like, wait, it was what? For why?
It's just, it blows my mind. Like, $400 is like a P2 ticket for fucking KCON. Like, and you get high touches and shit. Like, that's for multiple artists. Like, that's crazy that it'd be it was just like the Blackpink thing for me, too. Well, granted, Blackpink had more, like, amenities. Like, they had the goodbye wave or whatever. They had the sound check for the VIPs, whatever. It's true. That's what it is. It's a fucking goodbye wave. They stand in a circle.
It's just their head in the car. Goodbye!
Granted, they had all those things, but like $600 for this stuff, people like what?
Crazy.
Like, it's so expensive. For why? Like, I feel like now that K-pop is like a mainstream thing, like these companies are just like, bet we're gonna sell every ticket for $1,000 and people will buy it.
Oh yeah, because they're nowhere in deep now. Because 2015 Terika, if she would have saw a GOT7 ticket for $400, she would have said, aha! And she would have left. Like, she would not. She would have exited out of Ticketmaster and said, haha, nope. But like, now it's just like, God.
Take a look at like Fly. Like, what did we pay? $175 for our high touch tickets? Less?
Yeah.
$150?
Yeah.
Like, it was like $170. It was like less than $200.
Yeah.
But I'm still really excited to see them though. And
yeah, of course.
There's still a lot of tickets left. So if you guys like, if they're coming
or
to
you
your
can
city,
buy my ticket that I'm selling at Hollitzen. Thank you.
No, but I'm excited for people who are going to see GOT7. Sadly, I have to miss out on GOT7 this year.
They're not going on tour.
But
yeah, I'm going to Korea to see them. Of course.
I mean, I wouldn't blink twice, bitch, if you told me that.
You're right.
You're right.
Right.
I'd be like, oh yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep.
But I know the tour is going to be good. GOT7 always puts on a good show, but like I said, their fan service is so like impeccable. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't believe that. Like,
people go to their shows for their fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But besides JYP doing some, questionable things, not JYP, but JYPE doing some questionable things this promotion period. I still feel like I'm really happy though, because they got 3 wins for the song. Yeah. And I know that at first, like, I know one of the, I don't know what show it was on, but Bam Bam was saying how he was like ready to not win anything this promotion period because the people that they were going against had like a lot of like digital influence. Mm-hmm. And I'm not even gonna lie, like GOT7 won because of album purchases and things like that. Because Korea always sleeps on them, so can't rely on them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, GOT7's success is purely an international fan thing, and that's so sad.
I know, because like even with Produce X101, like they did the Lullaby, they did the GOT7 thing, and after they performed Lullaby was like trending. It got back on like Melon, all this stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, really, like. This song's been out for so long, and now because you're watching Produce, you discover it. Y'all really be sleeping on GOT7. It's so sad.
We love GOT7 in this household. Congratulations on the wins. We love that our man's title song is getting some love. I love that for him. So I'm excited. I actually really like this album a lot.
Same. I love it.
I'm excited to talk about it.
I like this album a lot more than I did the last album.
Okay, yes, because the last few GOT7 albums, like, there's songs I really, really like on them, and then there's songs that I just did not fuck with, like, at all. But this album, I was just like, oh, God, thank you, Jesus.
Every song.
I was like, thank you, God. I was like, thank you, God. I was like, yes. I felt like it was a perfect mixture of what JB was doing with JJ Project and what JB was doing with Just Two. He like combined the two and made a GOT7 record.
Yeah, so here's the funny thing. So when they released Look,
yes,
before that they did JJP and Look sounded like it had that same vibe. So then we had a theory, like Ahgase had a theory that because Just Two finished the promotion, the album was going to be kind of like Just Two, and it kind of is, and we were just like, what the hell?
Yeah,
like
that's on the last podcast. Themselves. That's what I wanted to talk about, too, because you were like, I'm still listening to Just Two, and I was just like, aha, basically the same thing as the album.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, like it's like they spoil the whole comeback, but we don't know until it comes out.
Even the music video, like the way it's shot.
Yep. Yeah. I'm wondering if maybe the same person that did the Just Two video did this one.
Probably. It's amazing.
So the title track for the album is Eclipse. And it was produced and written by JB.
We love that.
So we love our producing king.
I love a father that provides me meals. Yes.
Child support is due on the 6th, just a reminder.
Not the 1st, but the 6th.
On the 4th, before rent.
But no, but I love the vibe of Eclipse, and the music video is like, I like it, especially Young Jay's like.
I was just about to say, I want to say one thing about this comeback, and it's Choi Young Jae. Thank you. That's it. I'm done here. So next week on Not Your Average Fangirls.
Wow.
Wow. But it's true though. Like Young Jae is thriving in this.
I don't know if he is like the good pussy glow from like his wife, but boy did that shit.
He's a whole man now. Like it's weird because I've always seen him as a little baby, and now he's like walking around with his like muscles and his like arms all out, his blue hair,
his tattoos.
I was like, who do you think you are, sir?
No, he became my number 2 like when my swag came out. I was like, oh yeah, Young Jae's my number 2. That's like
wow,
that's
I didn't know that. I still can. He's still a baby.
You didn't know that Young Jae was my number 2?
No, I didn't, Kat.
Young Jae is just out here stealing hearts. But I love the vibe of this song, though, and I love the choreography. But let me tell you that the music video, I was just like, okay, this is nice. But every other video that they've released, like the dance practices and the stuff like that, I've liked that better than the actual music video.
I'm gonna be real. I haven't seen any of that, but I like the choreo of Eclipse, so.
That's fine. Especially when they do the moon thing, like the half moon thing. Yo, that's so dope.
Yeah, like, the part they like cover the eye. I like the camera work when they're like covering each other's eyes and how it's kind of like panning.
Yes,
because it's kind of like shaky, but it's like fluid at the same time. I don't know. I love it. I love it.
And then I love that there's a lot of dance moves that it's like it involves all of them. Like if it's not all of them, the dance move doesn't work. And
it's
obviously,
because it's 7 for 7, Carolina.
Exactly.
Oh my god!
I love this concept. Okay.
Like, this music video was amazing, and you guys would have loved my reaction if JYP didn't block me.
They blocked about everything. I don't even know why you keep trying.
I don't get it.
Literally, I'm like, why all of a sudden you coming for me? It's not like I have that many subs. Like, bruh.
He knows you're not going on the tour. He said, "What? You didn't pay the $400?
Block. Got a block." Okay. Besides that, the song is fire. I love it. I love that they're like that. It gives you that feeling of that. The whole theme of the EP, like that anxiety and of like things not being like certain. And I love that there's one line that it says, "It scares me more as you become more precious." Because then it's just like that feeling of like, you're so special to me that if I lose you or something happens, like I'm gonna just die. I'm just like, that's how I feel about GOT7. If anything happens to them, I'll just die.
Aww.
I love them so much.
I love this so much.
Yeah.
One thing that I noticed throughout all of them, like I'm just gonna throw this all together because I've written this down, is that they talk about stars and light and darkness a lot. So like the person or whatever they're like referring to, like I know in Eclipse it's like hold on to the light, which is you to the end, but then in 1 Degree it's like behind that star there's darkness in the hidden light. So it's kind of like that back and forth, like you said, like that anxiety. So at one point this person is like, or whatever, your passion, the person, whoever, is like the light. But then on the other hand, they could be like the darkness too, because like maybe you're doubting yourself or like doubting them.
We love psychology degrees.
No, but yeah, no, it's true, Terica, though, because in Eclipse, they have a thing. It's just like before the eclipse like engulfs us in darkness, like even if it does, we're gonna like win this fight. Because that's when J-Bomb's J-Bomb's like, I'm gonna win this fight.
Just like that.
Yeah. I did a perfect, perfect vocals, okay? Like, this is great. But it's that, like, uncertainty of that, or, like, being in the dark, which is the eclipse. We love.
There's just one little thing I want to say about Eclipse. I just love the transition from Yugyeom to Jin Young's voice in the first verse. That shit gave me literal chills. I was just like, oh, wait, but that's not Yugyeom no more. It's Jin Young.
That's not Yugyeom.
Okay, come through. Okay, vocals. And then Young Jae's vocals in the chorus. The first chorus, wow. I've told y'all this before. Young Jae is my favorite vocalist in GOT7. I would literally do anything. If that man ever released an album, like just Young Jay, I would buy like 35 copies of it just for myself.
Maybe he'll call it just Young Jay. By myself. Me. Young Jay. Shay. Just me.
Just
on
me.
the vocals.
Me, myself, and I.
Just me. On vocals. Just Young Jay. Just Jay. Just
Also,
me. Doing me.
I do wanna troll them though a little bit, because that dance move that they have, that it's damn, and they look like they're like spinning is bigger.
I knew it. In my head, when you were like, I'm gonna troll them about this dance move, I pictured it in my head. Isn't it Bam Bam?
It's Bam Bam and it's Bam Bam and J Bum. And like it's the funniest thing. Like I remember when I saw the video, I was just like, what the hell did they just do?
You're a spinning top, Carolina.
I know, but it was just so funny because it's just like
don't come for me, Terica and fucking Cynthia's man's like this, okay?
I'm coming for my man because he looked a hot mess.
The only people that can make fun of them is the people that love them.
Yeah, so me.
Okay.
But Bam Bam became a meme because it was like, he was like, you know how in the public transport, like there used to be somebody at the door?
They have that now on the train to Seattle.
Then there you go.
How do you know about that? You had a nanny.
Dang. You don't know what
no
public
train.
transportation is.
I don't know about the struggle. But then he became a meme for that. He was just like, he's the doorman at the bus.
Doorman.
First of all, he wouldn't own the entire bus.
It would be his train station.
Yeah.
It would. He would do it for fun.
He would do that as a volunteer work because he wants to still be connected to the poor.
I know. For public transportation. Oh, ouch. You have to ride the bus.
Ooh, the bus. Yikes. Gross. I want to talk about, though, fucking GOT7 on Weekly Idol, because Bam Bam is a scary ass guy. They were doing like a competition to see who would be the new leader for the 2-week promotion period. And Bam Bam was up as a candidate against JB. So they were voting, right? And then they had to put down their reasons, whatever. So Bam Bam and JB were like getting votes. So like Yu-Gi-Oh voted for Bam Bam because,
97 lines.
Yu-Gi-Oh. But it's funny because they were like, oh, what will you give the team? And then J-Bum was like, I will pay for your lunch for the entire promotion period, like $25 for your lunch every day.
$25.
Throughout the promotion period. And they were like, ooh. And then Bam Bam was like, throughout the entire promotion period, anytime you call me and ask for my card number, I'll pay for whatever you're getting.
Dang!
And they were like, oh. Wow. They were like, oh, shit. And so
They're so dumb.
Yu-Gi-Oh was like, I want Bam Bam to be the leader because I want to know what it's like to
Have that money.
Yeah, to be in an amusement park the whole time instead of being in promotions. And then Mark voted for Bam Bam because he was like, I just want to eat meat. You're right. And then Young Jay voted for Bam Bam because he was like, I want to prove that Bam Bam's a lying ass bitch and he ain't gonna give me his card number. But Bam Bam voted for JB, and Jackson voted for JB, Jin Young, Bam Bam, and then obviously J-Bum himself. And then they were like, whoa, Bam Bam, you voted for JB? He was like, duh.
Duh.
He was like, you thought I was going to give you guys my credit card? And they were like, whoa, you're scary.
We love a
Yeah,
scamming
strategy.
king. Wow.
Damn. No wonder he knows that he keeps his money because he don't spend it or give it to nobody but his mama.
You're right. So that was Eclipse.
Eclipse bomb. We enjoy it. We still troll it because it's GOT7, but it's great.
Of course.
I love the sound of
1
it.
Degree.
Yes.
1 Degree. The first song on the album. One of my favorite songs on the album. Love this song.
I love Young Jay's vocals in this song though.
I don't disagree with you.
It's amazing. He just went off in this one.
As he does in
Everything. Yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah, I was like, amazing.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a good intro again to that whole like anxious and feeling for the album. It has like a little darker vibe to it, and it's hella dramatic because it has like at the end with the snaps and everything. I was just like, all right, like.
Yeah,
We're
that's why I
going.
thought it was a good choice for this to be the opening song instead of like Eclipse. Like I like that they kind of like had, like you said, like an introduction like into the album. Like this is gonna be the feel. This is what we're going for, and then they go into Eclipse as opposed to like title song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
exactly.
agree.
I like the message behind it because it's just like, you're just 1 degree could change everything. Like if you move from one side to the other 1 degree, like that could change everything in your life. And I feel like that was a very like good way to demonstrate like anxiety. You know what I mean? It's like, I agree. Like you're always like on edge because you're always like circling. But if you stop circling, then that means that you could fall, and that's that uncertainty. So I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh was like, I was just like, damn boy, like, all right, look at my smart little man, I love him. Wow.
Well, I feel like they really just connected with the whole anxiety thing anyway, just because with like their career.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they're just kind of like, if I lean one way or another, like we'll have international success, but will we have like success in Korea or vice versa? Like I want to be able to like appeal to both groups, and you know, just a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, I feel like the album in general, it's kind of reminded me of, it's weird to say this, but it reminded me of Maze of Memories, you know, the Stray Kids song, where like the beginning of the song was a certain vibe, and then you feel like anxiety, like the description they have for Eclipse, where they're feeling like this anxiety, like the music matches that really well. And then for the end, the same thing, like the lyrics match the song really well, and you're just like, it matches the feeling, and you're just like, oh, okay, you write this whole album. Yes,
you right.
Yes, yeah, I feel you. And this is a great segue because the next song on the album is called End, and it's my favorite song on the album. And
mine too.
Yeah, it's so good. Jin Young always coming through with the bops, cause wow. And not only that, but so this has like a more groovier sound than the other 2 songs that we've talked about. I
fucking love that shit. This is another song that I would be playing as I'm like doing some roller skating.
Someone please take her roller skating.
Yeah, but I feel like, so what we're talking about, you know, like what Kat was like, what Tarek and Kat was saying about how it relates to like their career and like uncertainty and things like that. Well, in an interview, Jin Young did say that he wrote this worrying about like what would happen when GOT7 comes to an end. And I'm just like, stop.
I know my man.
You did not have to put me through these emotions right now and thinking about these things. And you know, even though the song, like, if you read it, it's like, oh, like, it's like a breakup and things like that. But again, once you know that it's like Jin Young was worrying about GOT7 in the future, reading this, and you're just like, damn, it's kind of like them saying, like, I would do this all over again, no matter what.
Yeah, like, that's kind of what my notes say. Like, I just put regrets.
Yeah. No regrets. Not even a letter. But yeah, and I mean, even then, like, okay, so Bam Bam's verse. Bam Bam's part when he's like, I want to love you over and over again. Like, yeah, it's like, I want to love you over and over again. You're going to hate me over and over again. Like, wow. The vibes of that. And just like that line right there, my favorite line.
Also, I would like to mention that there's a part that says cold wind comes and blows it away. And that's Yuyum's part. It's like he does this little run. And I said, oh. Like, I don't know. His voice, like, has progressively just gotten better and better for me. Like, I thoroughly just enjoy.
I completely agree.
Yeah. And I'm just like, okay. Cute. So you a vocalist now. Okay.
But this song, again, Jin Young coming through, the groovier vibes, and even though it's kind of like you're thinking about it, you're like, oh yeah, like dancing, bopping, and all of a sudden in the back of your head, you're just like, Jin, your mouth is thinking about GOT7 ending. You're like, wow. Okay, well, moving on to the next song on the album, it is time for Young Jae to shine even more. Because he did produce this song called Time Out. And this is my second favorite off the album.
This song reminded me of us.
Really?
Like, yeah, okay, because there's like lyrics in it that says nothing is easily earned, but right now I need a time out. And like, I know like sometimes we get super caught up in like work and just like life, and then we're doing our podcast, and like sometimes you're just like, yo, like I just can't today. And I think that that's fine. Like some people like, you know how some people like, you gotta be on your grind 25/8, and it's like sometimes it doesn't make sense, because it's like, even if I'm like working myself to death, if I'm like mentally exhausted or physically exhausted, like I might as well just like be taking 10 steps back. Like I'm not being productive at all. Like I'm just gonna have to go back and redo the same stuff once I'm like mentally there. So it's like, yeah, I know I have to work hard, we have to push to get what we want, but like sometimes, yo, I just need a day where I'm just like laying in bed and just like eating ice cream.
I feel
that's
that.
Fine.
Actually, yeah.
I can't wait.
I see that because I'm always doing something, and at times,
we're always
even now, like our generation kind of thinks like if you're not doing something constantly, that you're like not gonna go anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that, so I feel I like that. And you know what too? Now that you mentioned that, I feel like the beat at the beginning, like the toon toot toot, like it sounded kind of like very playful, and it sounded like it was like a child's toy.
Yeah.
So
like a Jack in the Box.
yeah, exactly. So I feel like then that goes kind of with like needing a break, like a timeout. Yeah. And I feel like this also goes with them because they work so hard for everything.
Businessmen.
Yeah, like they're always just constantly promoting, and even to the point that like Ahgases are like, can y'all like take a break, like please, like we don't want to see you burn out. So I feel like this also relates to them a lot because it's like they're working so hard towards what they want to do and what they want to accomplish that at times they don't like take a step back just to like see what they've accomplished so far.
Young Jay did the song because he's like, yo, I need a timeout and hang out with the kids.
My wife is like really upset.
He's the one that's spoken out most about like fans being very intrusive.
Crazy.
So
Yeah.
it makes sense that he would write a song about this, about like, yo, I just need fucking time. I need you guys to
need y'all to like calm down.
Stop. And he's the one that like during their breaks and their time off, he's very quiet. He's not he's not out. He's not like on social media a lot when they're on break, unless it's pictures of Coco and like
Yay, Coco!
So
Coco, she cute now, y'all.
I know,
cute now.
because she left with being away from Bam Bam, so she's okay now.
She's thriving.
She's thriving. She's thriving now. But I didn't expect anything less from this song because Young Jay's always been the one that's like, listen, bitch, leave me alone.
You're right. Okay, well, next on a list is Believe by Mr. Bam Bam.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know this is about like anxiety and things like this, but this song is what I like to call a 90s begging song. Yes. Like, you know how like in the 90s you had those like R&B like singers like and the dudes like, baby please, I know I cheated on you 86 times, but I love you, girl, please. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sorry I made out with your sister and your cousin and your mama.
Right.
But I love you,
girl, take me back.
Come
I'm just
back
a man.
to me.
I was just like, I swear, like I was reading, and I didn't write down some of the lyrics because I just started laughing. But I swear, there's like a part where they're just like begging, like, please take me back or whatever. And I know like it has something to do with relationships, but like that's just how I saw it. And like I just died when I found out that it was Bam Bam's song.
I mean,
because I feel like that's him.
But I love Believe, and I love the message of it because it's very, very Bam Bam. It like everything he's saying is trust me, believe in me, like I got you, we got each other. Like it's basically
You never gotta tell me that, Bam Bam.
He's like, it's us against the world, baby, and I'm like, you're right, you right, Bam Bam. So that's why like the lyrics, I was just like, this is definitely something Bam Bam would write and like
he's
be
so
a part of.
Yeah, he's so
He's so lovey-dovey with like Ahgase.
He's so but in the best way possible. Because I remember like at the last show that I went, well, not the last one, the one before that. And like he threw the towel in the audience and I got it and I told him like, oh, I got your towel. He's like, keep it close. I was like, ew. I was like, gross. Please stop talking. Just let me look at you.
He's so like this. And I mean, even production-wise of this song, I thought when I read about the song before I heard the album, somebody was just like, oh, like it's auto-tune. And I was just like, oh, damn, are they going to like screw it up? But actually, I really liked the auto-tune. Like I thought it went really well with the vibe of the song.
What you think it was gonna be like T-Pain or
like
what?
I don't know. You know how sometimes auto-tune just ruins everything?
Music.
Oh my god. You know how it's like I was just like damn.
Sick K shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Vanessa.
But then instead of Vanessa, it's Ahgase. Yo, every time we talk about gossip and we're so messy, it's incredible. I love it.
Literally, it fits their personality.
I know, exactly. That's why I'm just like, wow.
I want to say something. I miss Bam Bam's sugar daddy, Papi Chulo hair. He still looks good, but I miss that platinum. Like it was made.
Oh my
for
god,
him.
that was
so fucking good.
That was
a
such
time to be
good
alive.
era.
I wonder how much that Cuban link around his neck in this video is.
Probably more than our rent.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
For a year.
But you contributed to that. Like, do you ever stop and think, like, every time you see, like, your fave and, like, this decked out, like, diamond, platinum, just huge unnecessary chain or ring, and you're just like, I put in, like, 5% of that. Like, I paid for that.
0.00.1% of that belongs to me.
Yeah.
You're right.
Honestly, he could probably give me half of that chain and I'll be like set for a year.
Yeah, and he wouldn't even like bat an eye. He'd be like, "Oh, half of it? That's all you wanted? Okay, whatever."
He
like,
give me half of that chain, and all that money I get from it will be spent on him.
That too. Yeah, you're right.
That's the sad part.
It's
That is the sad part.
But besides that, Believe, an anthem. I love it. I love that they say, even if I'm not perfect, can you please love me? I'm just like, bro, I already love you with all my heart. I don't care that you only share one brain cell, because me too.
Me too. Me too.
Time to talk about Paige, which is one of my favorite songs on the album.
Dang. Well.
That's my favorite song.
Hey, me and you, Terica. You want to know why it's my favorite song? Because it reminds me of a 90s bop. That's why.
Yeah, I love it.
It has a
like,
90s dance vibe.
Jackson's just like screaming. And like, it's just
I
my
love it so
favorite
much.
thing in the world.
I think I love you.
I think
Love you.
Yes.
I love you.
Also, there's like a Jin Young and Young Jae like harmonization part in here where they're like singing at the same time, and I said, "Ooh, that's sexy. I love it."
Yeah, no, I love this because I feel like, again, J-Bob, a genius, but also I feel like he gave each member a perfect part for each member.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, I could not imagine any other member in GOT7 screaming at me, "I think I love you," than Jackson.
Yeah, right.
Like, come on. Does that not just scream Jackson?
It does, and it works for his voice too, because it's so like raspy, and it's just like, "Oh, you God." So it's like the perfect amount of like aggressive, but like, ooh, like, so I feel it.
It's like us when I'm just like, "I love you, bitch." Like, exactly. That's how I felt. I was just like, damn. Yes.
That's what that was. That was its equivalent. Right.
But besides that, lyric-wise, I love it. I love that it's like, you know, let's write our story together.
Yeah.
And
like
go in this
like
path together. And
it said, "I'll leave stars all over our memories. We have a lot to write because this book never ends."
Oh my God.
Like, oh my God.
So emo. It's so emo. I love it. And I love that it's like, I think one of the lines is like, "You stop my wavering. If I'm okay, like if I'm with you, like I'm okay." And I was just like, I feel like, again, like how we started the album with that like more darker uncertainty. I feel like towards the end of the album, then we get that kind of like relief. Like, you know what? If we're together, like we got it. Like, yeah. And I feel like that's a very big theme with GOT7, with themselves. For example, 7 for 7, amazing album. Deserves better. Anyways, like for example, that type of concept with them, I feel like that's what we have. Ahgase and GOT7. It's just like, you know what? When we scream "I love you," they're just like, "No, we love you more." We're like, "Nah, I love you more, bitch." Like this, shut up, I love you more. Like that's the fight. That's the fight that we have. Like, and I love it.
Also, I'm gonna be a little messy, and there's a part that says, "I'll write you a letter and sneak it in there," and I'm like, "What's there? Is it the Inky Gaio sandwiches?" Who are you sneaking letters to?
You right.
I'm just kidding.
J-Bob. Who he sneaking letters to? Cat. Cat, we need answers.
And them nasty sandwiches.
So
disgusting. I can't even. No wonder they were using
that's the
it
sandwich.
To write letters.
That's the sandwich that got me pregnant with his. Listen, J-Bum. I'm gonna talk about him a little bit. It's been a while.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you wanted J-Bum to listen or if you wanted us to listen to you talk about him. Either way is acceptable.
I'm gonna talk about it for a second because I feel like it's been a long time since I truly expressed my emotions for JB.
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Welcome back.
I love JB so much.
I love JB.
My whole ass heart. Sometimes I'm really mad at him because like he just disappear. He don't be doing nothing, but it's okay. Don't be posting, but it's all right. It's okay. Me and him have a love-hate relationship with one another, but that's my man's till I die. I wear his name across my chest often. Most days, actually. My
Beautiful.
hoodie, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Terica. The other day, some girl when I was at the airport said, "Oh my God, you like GOT7?" I said, "How you know that?" And she said, "You have Defsoul hoodie on." I said, "Oh, you right."
Oh, you're right.
So
she's like, "Who is that?" I found
she asked if I was a JB bias, and this is right when the new album came out. I said, "No, I'm a young J bias."
Wow.
Dang.
Dropped her man
But
right
then-
there and then.
But then I watched Weekly Idol, and he was so cute and so excited about life. And oh God, he's so fine. Oh
Wow,
my
I
God.
love True Love.
And the shoulders and the fucking eyes. And Jesus, yeah. Anyway, I love JB. He's my talented ass man, and I'm so proud of him. I'm always proud of him, but especially when I look at the title tracks and it says Defsoul, I'm like, thank you for paying my rent. I love you so much. Okay.
Thank you for paying.
That's it. I love J-Bum. And yes, I really like this song because it reminds me of like a 90s dance track. I feel like I'm going to pull a Cynthia and be like, I can rollerblade to this song or something.
You know what?
rollerblade.
We're gonna make a playlist like Not Your Average Fangirls,
Yeah.
like songs to rollerblade to.
To rollerblade.
K-pop songs to rollerblade.
The next time you have like a skating party. Oh my God.
The
We should
first
totally do
song on that playlist will be Ring Ding Dong.
You're right. So you want me to die while I rollerblade? Got it.
But that's how I felt when I was watching or listening to this.
Wow.
Song.
You want to
was
know
like,
how I
ooh.
felt listening to you say that? I don't know if you guys like watch Jerry Springer, but like how he does like Jerry's last words. And it's just like, and if we all work together, how she's like, and I just love seeing his name. And like, I am so proud of him. And those are Kat's last words.
Those are my last words, and that's how I will end my time on this podcast. Goodbye.
Amazing.
And that's it.
Legendary.
She's just gonna go lay down and think about Defsoul. But I do want to say though, one last thing about Paige is that I love that like Mark's rap towards the end, and then he like whispers the last word. It like stops for like 2 seconds, and then Yugyeom comes in and starts belting out singing. Like, it was beautiful. It was an experience. I loved it. Honestly, this whole album, like it just that journey of going from like kind of darker to kind of being like, okay, like we're okay. I'm just like, yes, GOT7, you are okay. We love you.
You are okay. You know what else I love? I love Blonde Mark. I'm just
You're
gonna
right.
put that on the table.
You are
Thank you.
correct, Terika. But all in all, yeah, like this is again, I've heard this a lot on Twitter. I've read it a lot, and even like, you know, Kat said it, and our other friend Brittany said it too, that they actually really like this album compared to their last couple comebacks.
Yes.
Me, I'm trash, so I've been like, hell yeah, every GOT7 album is great. But this
Love is Blind.
album, though, I feel like you can feel more of them in it. And obviously seeing that last album, it was like each one had a solo. And then this one is like each one had like their own song that they produced and worked on. And you can definitely see their colors in it.
So songs of the week, everybody.
It's the week is just started. I don't have a song. I don't know. I'm panicking.
I'm panicking. Honestly, my song, just like yesterday, it's End by GOT7. I'm still listening to that all day today, too.
My song of the week is a song by a song called Goodbye by a singer named Park Hoshin.
We love.
And Ken actually did a cover of it from Vix on his Instagram story.
That song?
I cried.
Oh, that song. Wow.
Yeah, that's the song.
My song of the week is One's whole album again. Still,
My song of the week is Shine by Pentagon because that is the song that came on my shuffle this morning as I was at work. So yeah. Wow, I only had one song of the week this week.
I
No,
mean,
who are you? You're fake.
It's been a
I
day.
know.
The real Terika.
It's been a day. No, I'm really happy with this album. GOT7 is putting like really good work, and I just want them to get recognized.
I just want them to give me more time to save.
That
You know, my life struggle. Like, it would have been really nice to see Bam Bam after the hurt and the disrespect that I went through with BTS, but it's fine. It's fine. No one wants me, and it's fine.
Oh my
You ran away from Hobie.
Yeah.
I did.
Wow.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't want him to see me like hurtling and sweaty and just like punching old people. I was like, that's not appealing. I'm just gonna like step back and let them get this video for me.
Literally, I'm like, oh my gosh, Hobie's right there. Turns around, Terika, where is she? I don't know.
I don't know. I panicked. I just really didn't want to be known as that girl that's just like, oh my God, and like jumping over people. Like, I don't want to be known for that. I want him to like see me in a cafe and be like, wow, this girl is really cool.
She doesn't want Hobie to know her as something embarrassing, like J-Bum knows her as the girl that almost fell over.
Yes!
Amazing.
Forever scarred. God, he just laughed at me like I was nothing. You know what? Yeah, I'm definitely a choice now. Forget being an Ahgase or an army. Like I just constantly disrespected for no reason. Like I don't understand. I'm just trying to live my life.
We love being a choice. I can't wait to see them.
Wow.
So I know like the last few weeks we talked about comebacks a lot, and then we did the GOT7 special, but no worries. Next Tuesday, not this one coming up, not this right now, not this day, right today when this is posted, but next Tuesday, we will be back to our regularly scheduled terrible podcast.
Still late, but on Tuesday.
But I mean, honestly, if we did post it earlier, like, you know, it just wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, no. I think people expect it between like 5 and 12 midnight.
5 at midnight. Like, hey, are you still up at 1 a.m? Listen to our podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always good.
Not your
Always
average
good.
fangirls. Yes. So yeah. So whether you were spending all your money to see Ace in a very random city in Canada, spending all your money to see GOT7,
Woo!
just spent your whole life savings to see BTS.
Yay.
Make sure you always
Fangirl on. I'm so broke.